Hey yo, this is from Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Homeopathy helps a lot of people here, man. It's gonna go everywhere in Africa. Rhyme speed, I'm gonna tell you about homeopathy. You wanna hear about what I wanna tell about. Nataka kusikia nachotaka kuongea. Homeopathy, 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 homeopathy.
We both believe that a big intention and a big vision leads to big results. We are moving to Tanzania this year, and we are going to open clinics for the treatment of AIDS with homeopathy.
I wouldn't pack up my kids, my good practice, my good life for an existence in Africa if I didn't feel that I can do something worthwhile. AIDS is the ideal candidate to be treated with homeopathy. We know that it works. We've seen it.
Infected 2006. Generalized body pains. Lots of energy. After taking the remedy, she sleeps until 7 o'clock in the morning. No more dreams at the moment. More energetic.
Yes.
And his appetite has improved. She's eating well.
Yes.
And the sleep is very good.
The sleep is better.
Better. She's feeling no pain in the bones. She can walk long distances, climb mountains, go down hills with no complaints. They want you here. And if you feel that even your presence is enough medicine. She says you should come back and check them regularly.
I will come.
So this is the HHA center, the hub of all of our activities. This is where we leave from in the morning when we go to outreach clinics, where we store our remedies, where we meet after each mobile clinic. We gather here to eat lunch and to talk about the day, discuss cases. We teach here. We are open every day for seeing patients. This is basically where HHA is at.
And what is really important with the mobile clinics is that it's a really integral part of this holistic model that we have, of this treatment module, because it's not enough to have a center, because so many people are sick, and when they are sick with AIDS, they can't come into the center. They don't have money for the dala transport, or they are too sick to simply move. So we have 19 different mobile clinics, and we have 2 hospital clinics where we go to. So in a week, we pack our car and we go to 4 clinics a week that are mobile clinics, and we keep the center open from Monday to Friday from 9 to 5.
We're quite happy with how the project is going. We have treated thousands and thousands of patients. We can't count anymore. And that is usually the best part of the project, to see the fantastic results, to see people getting better both on the symptoms and on the blood count. It's really heartwarming, and that's what keeps us going over here.
The results with AIDS are better than with any other disease we treat. I can say that absolutely confidently. And I don't know, we're experts at it. If we don't get results, we are surprised, because we really know this epidemic. And where we see it, the first things that get better are the appetite. The appetite comes back. If you don't eat, you die no matter what your diagnosis is. So this is really, really fantastic. And the appetite coming back, the energy coming back, the sleep being good. You know, people come back and they say, before I couldn't carry any water, now I can carry to KCMC and back. I can have 20 liters on my head. I can work again. People go back to work, which means that they can feed their families again. They can make money. They can feed their children. They can put them to school. This is the most important thing.
Nilikuwa na udhaifu, alafu saa ingine kule kuchoka, saa ingine mpaka ukajinyanyapaa mwenyewe ukajiona kwamba hata mimi sifai. Lakini kutokana kuanzia kutumia hizo dawa nikaona ni hali ya kawaida, nikawa na imani.
Nzuri. Shida nini inasumbua?
Ama shida.
Hamna shida.
Hamna shida. Lakini dawa nzuri sana.
The remedy is so good. She has no problem.
Did the remedy help her?
Dawa ilikusaidia?
Sana. Katika kifua.
Mostly in chest.
It helped the chest.
Yeah.
What did it help in the chest? How?
Saidia nini kwenye kifua? Saidiaje kwenye kifua?
Yaani kule mahali kilikuwa kinachoma. Nilivyoanza kuitumia sikusikia tena. Alafu
she had burning pain in the chest, but after using the remedy,
na usingizi.
She's happy.
Yeah. She looks happy.
Yeah.
And ask her, did it help anything else?
Ilikusaidia wapi tena kwingine?
Na miguu.
Na miguu and legs.
What's with the legs?
Miguu ilikusaidia vipi?
Kule mali kwenda niuma huku. Nikipanda kilimani. Ili ikakata kuuma kabisa. Mpaka na leo.
Kwa hiyo sasa hayumi kabisa? She used to have pain when going upward, but now no pain at all.
And how is her appetite?
Na hamu yako akula ikoje sasa?
Nakula pasa hivi nakula.
She eats very well.
And how is her weight?
Weight.
Yeah, uzito.
Uzito.
Umeongezeka.
It has gone up.
Yeah, by how much?
Umeongezekana ngapi? Umeongezekana ngapi?
Nilikuwa nachezea kwenye 30, sasa hivi niko kwenye 55.
From 30 to 55 kgs.
Wow. And what about the CD4?
Na CD4?
Yes, CD4 nazo zimeongezeka.
Kutoka ngapi mpaka ngapi?
Sikuwa 300, sasa hivi nakimbilia 350.
350 now.
And she has been taking antiretrovirals since 2009. After starting homeopathy, it went to 256, 303, and then 320, and she said now 350. So ask her, what does she think of this medicine that we do?
Nafikiriaje kuhusu dawa ambayo tunakupatia?
Nzuri.
It's good.
Yeah, so.
So tell me first, how are you doing? How is your liver?
My liver now is okay.
Completely okay?
Okay.
No way.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's
Your
amazing.
medicine is good.
Wow.
Yeah, true.
That's
I'm
amazing.
okay. I'm eating everything.
Yay.
Yes, now I'm back in the job where I drive the car properly.
Amazing.
No problem.
But before, it wasn't working at all. Your stomach was like this big.
Yes, yes, yes.
Completely swollen.
Now it's perfect.
No problem.
Roger, how's he doing? In his CD4 was 126, it is now 436.
Unaendeleaje Barnaba?
Safi kabisa bwana.
Safi kabisa.
Hamna shida.
Dawa inakusaidia kidogo au sana?
Hata hizi homa huko. Hamna kitu.
Since remedy, he's doing very well. Even though he lives in a cold area, no fever at all. He's eating, he's continue eating as usual.
Good. How are the pains?
Maumivu vipi?
Hamna.
No.
Safi.
Say good.
Good.
Very good.
And how is, can he work now?
Sasa hivi unafanya kazi?
Nafanya kazi sana.
He say he works a lot, no problem.
Okay, good. And are there any bad dreams though?
Ndoto mbaya zile?
Hamna.
Nobody dreams.
Okay, good. What do you think of homeopathy?
It's a miracle. I can't believe it myself.
One of the things that we're very excited about is the improvement in the level of data collection. Over the last year, we have organized that to a much more efficient degree. We are measuring the CD4 long term, we are measuring the weight, we are looking at the improvement in symptoms so that we have a body of data that we can then present to the world and show what is possible with classical homeopathy and HIV/AIDS and other diseases as well. Excellent. CD4 nzuri sana. Diagnosed in 2010 with a CD4 of 136. Started taking antiretrovirals in the same year. CD4 went down to 112. She started homeopathy then for the first time, and CD4 went up to 582, then to 893 and 996. At that time, she stopped seeing us. That was in November 2012. After stopping seeing us, the CD4 fell in 2013 to 223. She started homeopathy again in November 2013, and the CD4 went up from 223 to 1645, 1,645. Okay. Show picture of baby.
Mtoto kwenye
Baby Queenie, this is baby Queenie. She's 3 weeks old now. She's 2 weeks old. Wikimbili. Dear. 2 weeks old baby Queenie. Okay. And what was her CD4 when she came to me in the beginning?
First it was 600,
Yeah.
then it came to 822, and now it's 1,175.
Okay. And how long has she been taking antiretrovirals?
It's now 3 years since she has been using ARVs. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
My name is Simon Jumbe. I'm a young homeopath from Tanzania. I met with Jeremy a few years ago, and I told him I like to be a homeopath. Then he sent me to Kenya School of Homeopathy. Then I spent my full-time 3 years in college, that to get a diploma of homeopath. I'm very happy just to become a homeopath from Tanzania, that I can help my brothers, my sister, my society.
And then when I had an opportunity to come here, it was really a good opportunity, since it was like a good, it was like something so big for me, because I've been enjoying working with Jeremy and Camilla, and I've been really learning a lot from them. So many patients have been treated here, and I've seen very positive results. I do believe in it.
Here you see Elise together with Anita. They are our latest trainees in homeopathy. They're in front of Hahnemann House. And they went to Kenya for a couple of years, and now they are doing their practical training with us. They are really smart, brilliant girls. They've learned so much, and we are really, really proud of them. They do translating, and they take their own cases. Probably the most impressive and picturesque and mind-blowing of our outreach clinics is in the Maasai land. It's amazing. We have 5 clinics there, and on top of the clinics, we make home visits. And when we go there, we stay for 2 days, and we stay the night, and we divide up the group, and we send people to this place and to this place and to this place, and some make home visits, and it's really quite unbelievable. Here you can see some of the road that leads to the clinics, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's by the Great Rift.
One thing that we do with the project is to distribute second-hand eyeglasses to our patients. It's the single one most happiest moment that people have when they receive these glasses, because it changes their life completely. You know, suddenly you can go back to your work, you can have a life, you can do things, and it's a huge improvement in somebody's quality of life. We're very grateful for all the donations that we are getting. A lot of people are catching on to our mission of trying to get all homeopaths to donate us $5 a month to do.
The other thing that we do with HHA is that we teach barefoot homeopathy. It means that we teach Helios's 36 kit, and Jeremy and Noam Bar and other people have devised a whole Africa teaching module, which is sort of catered for third world countries. Here you can see Jeremy in one of our outreach clinics in Uru. You can see the amount of people that are waiting, and those days can be incredibly tough. I think last week there were 50 new patients. Jeremy started a deaf project a few years ago, and we've seen amazing results in treating deafness. And the thing is that a lot of them became deaf because of the anti-malaria medication that they were taking. It's a known side effect that anti-malarial drugs cause deafness. So all the deaf cases are recorded in a really systematic way. We have an audio technician, we have a machine, we do baseline on each child, what was before, what is after the homeopathic treatment, and there are some pretty impressive results. There are kids who suddenly they wake up in the night to the thunder and rain, which they never could hear before. As well as that, we have an albino project, which has been going on for about a year. These children come to us in a state of shock, most of them because they have been mutilated, abused, stuck in a cupboard for all their lives, and they also have obviously many health problems. So it's a wonderful project, and we really enjoy it very much. We also give out food parcels. Obviously malnutrition is a big obstacle to cure. Vitamins we give out whenever we can, often volunteers. We ask volunteers to bring some, and we hand them out as well. We treat a lot of old people, and it's really close to my heart. I really like it. They've done a huge service to their family and their community, and a lot of them have a lot of wear and tear and all sorts of problems which can be helped greatly by homeopathy. We also promote homeopathy in many different ways. Here we are at a local fair, treating people for free and raising awareness, and we also teach in many places in Africa. Of course, Tanzania, but also Kenya, Malawi, Swaziland, Uganda, and we also organized the Pan-African Congress of Homeopathy, where we had attendants come in from 16 different African countries with their homeopathy projects. Here is, once again, our healthcare module, which basically consists of a center, hospitals, outreach, teaching, and food parcels, free eyeglasses, etc. Research is also a big one on our agenda, and we are involved in it in Tanzania and also in Kenya.
There's a few more things that we have done from our Kilimanjaro mountain base. We do a lot of home visits in the region. There's about 400,000 people around the Kilimanjaro, and lots of people are too ill and poor to come, so we visit them. Here's a home visit and another home visit with volunteers. Some people are just too ill to get out of bed, and we do our best to help them. Here's a home visit clinic in the Maasai land. This is a side effect of antiretroviral medication that's extremely bothersome, and also a telltale that the person is taking the drugs, and we can help that a lot. We've seen over 8,000 patients in the region, and that has allowed us to create and find a genus epidemicus of remedies for AIDS in East Africa, which makes work extremely easy compared to individual treatment. We divide it a lot according to miasmatic understanding, which is much more simple and straightforward than in Western over-mental miasmatic thinking. This is myself in the Maasai land with a little girl. She's not so little as she looks. She's already 20, I think, and she has microcephaly. That's a contraction of the head, a small head, and she really, I don't think, would be alive without homeopathic treatment. We've been treating her for 5 or 6 years, and she's thriving and still alive against all expectations, and she is a charming lady, so it's always a joy to visit her. We have weekly meetings with volunteers and with our Tanzanian homeopaths to discuss cases and issues of the clinic. We treat whole schools. This is a school that we treated, and one of the nice things here is that we treated them all for ringworm, and I think something like 31 out of 35 kids got better, all with bacillinum. We've had 80 students, over 80 students, I think it's already might be 100, and volunteers coming over to have a wonderful experience in Tanzania, both learning and seeing a lot of pathology, learning good down-to-earth homeopathy, and having a fantastic time. These two ladies in the middle are from Finland, and the ones on the outside are from Japan. We go with the volunteers and students to our clinics and hospitals and see many, many cases, and people learn a lot there. Here's another hospital clinic with volunteers, students. We do bedside visits. This is the burn unit. We treat mother and baby. We opened a daycare center that's been going since 2009, where kids with either positive HIV or from parents with HIV/AIDS are looked after and fed and taught. Happily, we now pass that on to another NGO that is more capable than us at running this kind of thing, but we keep an eye on it and it's still working great. We help a lot of poor families and poor children to go to school and teenagers to get vocational education. And we treat animals very, very successfully, from cows and horses and all kinds of weird African animals that you would not believe, with great results. So that's very, very successful. We teach a lot of young kids, and some of them actually join us afterwards and become professional homeopaths. They really like it. They're very interested. We use the Introduction to Homeopathy course that I created together with colleagues. It's really great because it's adapted to African thinking. It's even been translated to Portuguese, and it's now used all over the world, and you are free to use it if you also have a project. Of course, we get stuck sometimes, and things are not always easy and straightforward. There are a lot of local difficulties, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it, because you always come back with a great and good feeling of being fulfilled and doing really important work. We've had quite a few movies made in order to promote homeopathy. We believe that homeopathy will be promoted worldwide by a mix of media and research. Recently, Magic Pills have been over and created a movie in which we partake, and we hope it will be a great success. And the second arm is research, which we are heavily involved in and hoping to produce some results in the next few years. It's a long and difficult journey.
Yeah, my name is Roger, working as a translator in Homeopathy for Health in Africa. I like this job because when we treat the patient and next time patient comes back and he's okay, he say all the symptoms are gone, he's happy. I really feel happy to see that.
What we need money for is just for that moment, to bring all of us, the homeopath and the remedy, and to get us, have the clinic, to get us to that point where we can give the remedy and then see the person coming back the next month better and suffering less and sleeping better and eating less pain. That's it.
So overall, the project is doing very nicely. We're making progress, and this is thanks very much to all of your help, which we really depend on to keep this project going. If you can keep on supporting us, we will keep on going and doing what needs to be done here. When we came here, we thought it was a 6-month trip, but it's not. It's only the beginning to do what we really need to achieve here. So please, if you can continue supporting us in that, you are part of this project. We are all in it together. Homeopathy for Health in Africa is for all of us, for Africa, for AIDS, and for homeopathy. So this is some of what we have achieved with Homeopathy for Health in Africa over the last 10 years, and we are both very proud and surprised by it. We have plans for the future, of course. One of them is to upgrade our pharmacy. We want to create a homeopathic manufacturing pharmacy. This is very important so that our remedies can be ethically cleared and certified for homeopathic research, which is something very close to our heart. We've been wanting to do it for a long time, and we need to manufacture the remedies locally in Tanzania to do this. But this will also create a big difference to availability of remedies in the region, and allowing people to actually buy remedies off the shelf, such as malaria prevention, first aid, and other homeopathic remedies. We see this very important in spreading homeopathy in East Africa and the whole of Africa. Another project that is very important for us is to purchase a CD4 viral load diagnostic machine. Most of the machines in the hospitals in Tanzania are now broken. It's nearly impossible to get any measurements and so difficult to assess progress of patients. If we have such a machine in our center, it will attract a lot of patients and a lot of connections with hospitals and other health centers and help spread homeopathy and also with the research that we want to do about AIDS. One of our biggest projects is also creating an integrated medical center. We have learned that treating AIDS needs many modalities, not just homeopathy, although homeopathy can radically change health. All the other things are important too, but it's also a way to help spread homeopathy through creating such a center that will have conventional medicine with doctors, nurse, lab tests, optician, gynecologist, dentist, of course many modalities of alternative and complementary medicine, homeopathy, naturopathy, nutrition, Chinese medicine, herbs, vitamins, and physical therapy, all of them very important in treating HIV/AIDS patients in particular and all African patients in general. And it will also allow homeopathy to become more legitimate by being integrated with conventional and other alternative modalities, and together with that create a healthy lifestyle through food projects, nutrition, poultry, goats, vegetable, bees, daycare centers for patients and children, and microloans, employment, and financial services. All these things go together to create a healthy environment for healthier patients and to help us spread the word about homeopathy. So those are our plans for the future. We very much hope that you will join us. So please help us create this project by coming, contributing your skills, and giving us donations. Regular donations are always best, or finding donors that can help us with these projects. Thank you always for your support. Bye-bye.
Acha kuchachawa, muda wako umefika wa wewe kuokolewa. Homeopathy itakupa power, elewa. Hata kama umepungukiwa CD4 utaongezewa na homeopathy, kwani so ini dawa ambayo imebarikiwa. Acha kupagawa, homeopathy ukiacha umewawa. Come on, wake up, this is for us of Africa. Come on, wake up, this is for us of Africa. Homeopathy, homeopathy, homeopathy. Homeopathy, wala haina madhara. Homeopathy, wala haina madhara. Homeopathy, oh health in Africa, oh health in Africa. Homeopathy inatibu magonjwa mengi, kwetu ni tabibu naipa cheo cha dingi. Yalokwisha kusibu tulitafuta siku nyingi, ishi kwa tabu na kuandamwa na majaribu. Kabla sianza hii dawa kutumia, niliandamwa na mapunya na magonjwa kunyemelea. Ndoto mbaya nazo hazikuacha kunisumbua, nilikonda kwa mawazo na mwili kupungua. Sikuwa na uwezo hata wa kuongea, niliponea chupuchupu kuyaga dunia. Leo hii nasimama mbele yenu kushuhudia, amini homeopathy imenisaidia. Nilipoanza tu kutumia hii dozi, usiku siku hizi napata usingizi. Siambuliwi tena na magonjwa nyemelezi, nimenawiri na nina nguvu ya kufanya kazi. Homeopathy kwa Mwafrika ni mkombozi, homeopathy kwa Mwafrika ni mwokozi. Dr. Jeren Dizindo kiongozi, Dizindo kiongozi. Wanna hear about what I wanna tell about, nataka kusikia nachotaka kuongea. Homeopathy, 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 homeopathy. Dawa nzuri sana, homeopathy, wala haina madhara. Homeopathy, dawa nzuri sana, homeopathy, wala haina madhara. Homeopathy, oh health in Africa, oh health
hamna shida, HIV hakuna matata, kwa malaria hamna shida, HIV hakuna matata, kwa malaria hamna shida, HIV hakuna matata, kwa malaria hamna shida, HIV hakuna matata.